What's up, guys? Roboter here with Unashamed Gaming, bringing you another Infinite Warfare gameplay today. One I was playing with Enos the other night, and managed to get a pretty good gameplay out of it somehow. um, but this one, I'm going to be talking about my personal cons of the game. Again, these are my opinions, so you don't have to agree with them. Feel free to start a conversation in the comments about some of the pros and cons of the game, and I'd love to know your thoughts. But first and foremost, we're going to kick it off by talking about the spawns, which are simply atrocious in this game. It's just I don't even know where to begin with them. You either spawn so far away from the action that it takes you, forever to get over there. Usually in the exact same spot every time. I actually had a video, a live com, where I spawned for about 80% of the game on the same exact step of this part of the map. Every single time. It was ridiculous. You either spawn something like that, or you spawn like in their spawn. So you spawn up and there's like 15 people around you. Or you spawn with one of them in your spawn, so you get shot in the back. There's no balance or rhythm or anything to the spawns. And it's really, really hard to flip the spawns. You have to pretty much kill their entire team and push more than one of your teammates into that area where they were spawning in order to flip them. And if you have your team and wherever it should flip to, it might still not flip, or it'll flip anyway. Either way, it won't go somewhere, safe-ish for the other team, or for your team, or whatever it may be. So the spawns are kind of ridiculous and need to be fixed. The weapon balancing is pretty bad. There are some guns that are usable, like the NV4, like I'm using in this video. The K-bar is another good one. A few of the subs are okay, but there are variants, and that's where the problem really comes in, because certain variants of the NV4 or the Volk or whatever it may be are just so much better than every other gun in the game, and this is a problem that is going to persist as long as there are weapon variants in the game. Unless they make all of the variants worse than the stock, then it's going to be a problem that there will always be. And I know why they put variants in the game. It's an incentive to buy the supply drops to make them money. And unfortunately, I think that's probably the way it's going to be from here on out. In Call of Duty anyway. So supply drops are probably here to stay. I can only hope that in the future they remain cosmetic, like the ones in Modern Warfare Remastered are. But that being said, I don't know that they will. So that's kind of two cons combined into one. The supply drops and the weapon variants. There's not a lot of color to the menu. I know that's a small thing, but when you spend half the time, on the menu, editing classes, searching for a game, whatever, it'd be nice if it was a little more interesting, not just a flat gray, background that looks like no effort was given to make it look semi-appealing. It's just the little things like that that help make a difference in a game. And it looks like none of the little things in this game were taken into account. That's what it seems like to me anyway. So that being said, I said yesterday, or in my last video, that the game looks good. It does in the game. The graphics inside the game are pretty stellar. But the menus need work. And again, the game just seems unfinished. There's still no leaderboards. It still says coming soon, and the game's been out for almost 2 months. I mean, you had 3 years to make this game, and there's still not leaderboards in it. That's something that has been in the game at the beginning of the game in every Call of Duty throughout history. It just seems like every year, year after year, we get these games that are developed and they're missing some core component that has always been there and has never been an issue. For example, with Ghosts, you had the search and destroy bomb glitch. I don't know why search and destroy, after 7, 8 years of being in the game, was suddenly broken, but it was. And then, well, Advanced Warfare kind of messed up the entire movement system of Call of Duty, something again that wasn't broken, but they felt the need to fix. But that was on purpose, um, and then Black Ops 3 has issues with connection. So did Advanced Warfare, for that matter. Both the server issues on there were problems. But both of these developers in the past have created Call of Duties that had pretty good connections, pretty good servers. So, I don't see why that's all of a sudden an issue. And in this game, things like the leaderboards, just little things like that don't work. And Black Ops 3 had a lot of issues like that as well, as far as the new icon not working and things like that. That is to say, it telling you had new things like in your specialist and you didn't actually have it. Just little stuff like that just goes wrong annoys me, especially things that were fine when the game came out and then they put it in like an update and then it messes something up, messes something else up. I don't know how. I'm not a programmer or anything by any means. I just don't understand how that correlates. But that's just me. I'm not a huge fan in this game of the energy weapons versus the ballistic weapons. It's too random to me. It could help with the balancing, I guess, if they actually, balanced it properly. But to me, it seems the best weapons are ballistic weapons anyway, for the most part. And I don't like the lack of bullet pin. So I would rather just have ballistic weapons. There's no need to put lasers in. It's just not something that needs to be in Call of Duty. And you can't even really bullet pin with ballistic weapons in this game unless you have, I think, hollow point. No, not hollow point. I don't even know if there's an attachment that helps with that. See, that's how much I don't know yet. I played for a good little while the other day to get some gameplay for you guys, because I said I would. I'm trying to give it a fair chance. I really am. But just a lot of it was like, meh. Frustrating for sure. But these are just some of my thoughts on the cons, guys. I'm not trying to bash the game. That's why I did a pros video as well, talking about the good things. I want to give it a fair summation of my opinion. And I'm going to continue to play it, continue to, play around with guns and classes and things like that, and game types even, and whatever. And hopefully they'll change some things. The main two issues are the gun balancing and the connection, which Enos has pointed out before. And if they can fix those things, the game itself might not be, the worst. I wish the little things, the easily fixable things, the cosmetic things, the menu things could be fixed, but beyond that, the spawns and the gun balancing. But those are my thoughts, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you next time. As always, God bless.
Good job. Report to command for debrief.